So with the Batman being released about a week now, the biggest question that's been floating around is what's better, the Batman or the Dark Knight? And honestly, I'm so disappointed to see how many people are dethroning the Dark Knight. Now don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the Batman. I think it's the second best Batman film we've had. But we cannot be so quick to forget how much of a masterpiece The Dark Knight was. You already have Heath Ledger giving us one of the greatest acting performances ever, not just in comic book movies, but ever. I mean, the interrogation scene alone in The Dark Knight was one of the greatest confrontations that we've had between Batman and Joker, period. Hans Zimmer giving us one of the most suspenseful scores ever. Christopher Nolan, his practical effects were on full display in this movie, especially the highway scene when they flip over the semi-truck. That was one of the greatest practical effects I've ever seen. The pacing in The Dark Knight was better than the Batman. Don't get me wrong. I loved how long the Batman was, but it was pretty slow moving. Now, yes, there are aspects of the Batman that I do think are better than The Dark Knight. Cinematography being one. Fight choreography also being another. The score, you can go back and forth. I think that could just be more of a personal preference of to which one you like better, because I really loved the score of the Batman. And the representation of Gotham City was better in the Batman, but I can't knock Christopher Nolan for wanting to give us a very realistic take on Gotham, because you got to look at the time it was released. During that time, Batman films were not taken serious at all because of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. So Christopher Nolan had to do something to make us take Batman films serious again, and that's exactly what we needed at the time. Now, I agree, you could say Robert Pattinson was the better Batman, but I do think for right now, Christian Bale is the better Bruce Wayne. Now, if they turn this Matt Reeves Batman into a trilogy, does it have potential to be better than Christopher Nolan's trilogy? Absolutely, I think it does. But let's not forget how much of a masterpiece The Dark Knight is and dethrone it so quickly. I mean, The Dark Knight is considered not only one of the greatest comic book movies ever, but one of the greatest films ever. So let's keep that in perspective, and let's not have the recency bias cloud our judgment on that.